Hey everybody, welcome to P-Dub's Arcade Loft. And you know, it might feel like Valentine's Day in the middle of November because every day I'm falling more and more in love with my AtGames Legends Ultimate Machine. On today's video, instead of talking about what games we can add and you know what systems we can add and what other things we can play on this, such as minis and bring your own ROMs and bring your own games, as well as, you know, even the Arcade.net are not games pre-installed on here, but they're games you have access to. On this particular video, I wanted to highlight some of the games that are preloaded on this system. Now, there's 350 games. Out of those 350, I believe there's about 147 true arcade original ROMs, true arcade games that you have access to that come with the system. And out of those 147 games, I've maybe played about 40 of them this weekend, and I found 10 that I really enjoyed playing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and count them down. Here's 10 games P-Dub's Arcade Loft recommends you play on your AtGames Legends Ultimate Arcade Machine. Alright guys, so the first game we have is a run and gun game called Desert Assault. This game came out in 1991 by Data East. So you can play with 2 players, wielding your machine guns and other projectile weapons, and fight your way through terrorists attempting to take control during the Persian War. So as you're playing the game, what's really funny about this game is, you know, the terrorists, if you ask me, they look hilarious. And then, of course, just like a lot of other shooter games, you get to run around and bad guys will drop more powerful weapons, and you get to pick them up and have a blast playing them. You got a range of shotguns, machine guns, flamethrowers, rocket launchers, all kinds of fun stuff. So it's a truly enjoyable game. Highly recommend you give this one a shot. And next up on our list is 64th Street, a detective story. This was a beat-em-up arcade game. Came out by Jalico, however you pronounce it, back in 1991. This is a fun beat-em-up game. It's got amazing sound to it. And the AtGames Legends Ultimate included a beautiful bezel artwork surrounding our screen. It looks fantastic. I love the artwork here. So you either get to pick, it's a 2-player beat-em-up game. You could play as Rick or Alan. Personally, I like playing as Alan. The game is nice and fast, especially when you play as Alan. It's your typical beat-em-up, or typical street beat-em-up. And you can get the backgrounds involved. You can throw guys through the buildings. You can pick up weapons. I like his face when he jumps. I don't know if you'll see that on camera, but he makes a funny face. And you get special moves. Almost does a Sonic. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Number 8 on our list is Saint Dragon. This is another Jalico title. Came out in 1989. In this particular side-scrolling shooter, you're a mechanized dragon. And you're rebelling against all the other dragons, or cyborgs, I should say, who are invading the planet of the Golden Dragon. As you fly around, just like a lot of other classic shooters, you pick up power-ups as you go. Lots of great power-ups to give you maximum firepower on your weapons, as well as to give you additional speed, make your character move faster, as you fight off all the other cyborgs. Now, what's different about this game and what makes it a challenge, and what I really enjoy, is one hit, you die. And that's it. You only get one chance. One hit, you die, but if you progress to certain parts of the stage, if your character does happen to die, you don't have to start all the way over from the beginning. You can continue on from certain checkpoints. Alright. Next up on our list, number 7, we got Best Bout Boxing, another Jalico title. This one I think came out in 1994-ish. This was a particular arcade never released outside of Japan. It's a fun arcade. It's got some funny sprites. You'll notice a lot of the characters are kind of knockoffs of your Punch-Out. Got a bunch of guys that resemble a bunch of Punch-Out characters, but Unlike Punch-Out where you're standing behind the boxer, it's a side-to-side fighting game. And you use your joystick, four-way joystick, to dodge, duck, and weave, and fight. And then of course you use your A and B punches to jab towards the face, towards the body, and then your C button is your power punch special move button, which you could use at any time. You don't have to collect stars. If you're a fan of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, I think you'll enjoy this sports game. I know I had a lot of fun playing it, and I would recommend this game as well. Coming in at number 6 on our list is another Data East title. This is probably, though, one of the worst titles in arcade history. The Cliffhanger, Edward Randy, or Edward Randy the Cliffhanger, however you want to read it, came out way back in 1990. It's an action-adventure arcade game, side-scrolling style. In this particular scene, which is level 2, you're kind of going vertical scrolling versus side-scrolling. The game has a mixture of side-scrolling, vertical scrolling, so the aspect continuously changes. Jumps from being a character doing like a street beat-em-up through riding vehicles, taking advantage of the whip. Indiana Jones, look out, you got some competition. It's a fun game. You're going to eat up a lot of quarters, or in this case, you're going to die a lot. But still, it's a lot of fun. Highly recommend you check it out. Alright, we've made it to the top 5. Number 5 is Wizard Fire Dark Seal 2. This is a great game. You get to choose to play as a knight, a bard, an elf, a wizard, or a dwarf. This game is absolutely beautiful. The bezel artwork on the side of the screen is absolutely gorgeous, and it's so much fun to play this game no matter what character you choose. Even if you die mid-game and swap out characters when you die, you can change which kind of character you want to play. The boss fights are so much fun. The game is gorgeous. The cutscenes are gorgeous. This game has fantastic playability and replay value. I really, really enjoy this game, and although this came out in, I think, 1992, it's another Data East classic. It's included on the Legends Ultimate Machine, and I am glad it is. It is a gorgeous, fun game. For an RPG beat-em-up game where, you have your 1 or 2 attack buttons, and then you use your C button for your special move, or special power, I should say. Every character's got special powers. This game is a blast. It's absolutely beautiful, and it plays so good on this machine. Very, very awesome. Coming in at number 4 is Boogie Wings, otherwise known as The Great Ragtime Show. This is a side-scrolling shooter game, came out in 1992 by Data East. Kind of a surprise this made my top 5. I love side-scrolling shooter games, that's why there's about 2 of them on my top 10 list. And I actually never played this one before, and I really enjoyed it, and it had a neat little concept to it where you have your plane, but not only do you have your plane, you have this cute little hook hanging off the back of your plane, and you're supposed to pick up items and use those as bombs and all those kind of things for helping destroy big things, including bosses. And the backgrounds have a lot going on. There's a cameo right there by the Blues Brothers. Very enjoyable, cute stuff added if you pay close attention to the game. All the mechanics of a side-scrolling shooter are here, where you get to pick up power-ups and level up your fighter plane and just go nuts. Well, if you like NBA Jam, coming in at number 3, we got Street Hoop, or Street Slam. Game went by several different names, came out in 1994, another Data East classic. Mirrors a lot of the same things you see in NBA Jam with 3-on-3 basketball, or NBA Jam's 2-on-2. But in this game, it's 3-on-3 street basketball. You just have 2 buttons that control your characters. The sprites and animations are hilarious. It's definitely a fun game to play. The dunks are fantastic. The shots, the hook shots, the head fakes, the fake dunk in the air. Pretty much everything you can do in NBA Jam, you can do in this game. And they're a lot of fun to play. So I highly recommend this one. I had a lot of fun playing this game. Played a lot of pickup games and got my butt kicked a bunch of times, but looking forward to mastering this game and having a blast. When I want to take a break from NBA Jam, definitely play this game. Coming in at number 2 for me is The Gate of Doom, otherwise known as Dark Seal 1. Although Dark Seal 2 also made our list, Dark Seal 1, you can't beat an original. You get 4 classes to choose from, although Dark Seal 2 has some advanced options, additional characters you're still able to play. The main classes, Bard, Knight, Wizard, and they add Ninja, which is kind of interesting. Everyone gets special moves, special features. It's an RPG beat-em-up game, and it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed playing it. The bezel artwork surrounding the game is absolutely gorgeous. The sprites are fun, the graphics are cool, just like the sequel. The boss battles are exciting. I really enjoyed playing both Dark Seal 1 and Dark Seal 2 on my Legends Ultimate Arcade cabinet, and I hope you do as well. Highly recommend you give these games a shot. They're a lot of fun, and they're included, which we absolutely love. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for, it's time for number 1. It's alive! Alright guys, coming in at number 1 for me out of the 40 games or so I've played so far is Night Slashers, this 1993 beat-em-up arcade developed by Data East. Now what's interesting is, I've never played this game before, and I'm sure a lot of you guys already have. It's a lot similar to Final Fight, although much larger move sets, including smart bombs, screen zappers, and what I really like about this beat-em-up, it's got a horror theme. Hordes of zombies and mutants, golems, mummies, Count Dracula, Frankenstein, werewolves, elementals. This is a really, really fun game, and so far, my most favorite arcade game that I've found, included with the Legends Ultimate Cabinet. It's a fantastic game. Hope you guys try it out if you've never tried it before. So just want to remind y'all a couple quick things. So we're nearing 500 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully with this video we can break that number. And then we are really pushing, hoping we can hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That way in 2020 we can bring you the content you really, really deserve. Looking forward to making that happen, and we need your support to do so. As I stated, we've only played about 40 games out of the 147 included, so I'm sure we missed a ton of your own personal favorites, but we'll get to them. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Thanks so much for giving P-Dubs Arcade Loft a chance. Please do us a favor and hit that subscribe button and leave your comments and thoughts below. What do you think of these games? And what other games would you like to see? Thanks so much, and have a great day.